Hey everyone, in this demo we'll be going over some of the new changes that will be introduced regarding performance and resource improvements. We will now be using Kafka as the default messaging, and this allows us to do a couple of things, one of which is the introduction of non-Rails workers. Non-Rails workers are performant because they are lightweight as they do not require loading in a Rails environment. So for the initial phase, we are only supporting this for the VMware Infrastructure Provider event catcher, but the long-term plan is to introduce this for all workers. And so here we've already added a VMware Infrastructure Provider. The non-Rails worker functionality is controlled by a single setting as shown here, and the VMware Infrastructure event catcher will be set to a non-Rails worker by default moving forward. So here at the appliance console, something important to note is that it is now required for messaging to be configured when configuring an appliance. For more details on that, you can refer to the documentation. So just to verify that the event catcher is pushing events to our Kafka topic, we can set up a consumer as follows. And we see here that the events are successfully pushed into our Kafka topic. Lastly, we will be doing a performance comparison between the Rails and non-Rails workers. So first we will start off with the Rails VMware event catcher by enabling it in the settings. And then we can see the memory being used by inspecting the worker. And we see that the Rails worker is using around 266 megabytes of memory. Next, we will switch the event catcher back to the non-Rails variant, which is what we will be using as the default moving forward. And we see that the non-Rails worker is using around 80 megabytes of memory. As you can see, there is a significant improvement and reduction in memory usage when we go from the Rails worker to the non-Rails worker, and we look forward to introducing more non-Rails workers in the future. Thank you for watching.